go. It did jump up to about 19%. Nope, now it's going back down. Now it's going back down.
That's fair.
Do you know how to find your actual channel?
No.
Like link to like
No,
send to somebody?
I have no idea.
Channel.
Streamwebhelper.exe. What the heck is that?
How do I share my channel? Because we're streaming right now. So what I'm trying to do now is go back to live streaming. It's Fudget Publishing is my actual channel, but I don't know how to. Yeah, I'm still only at 15% channel, and then select the link. Okay.
Because it was Roll20 that really tanked it last time. So
I think you're right. It was that, and I was using Streamlabs, and I did not have the settings configured properly because I'm at between. It's kind of vacillating between 15 and 18% right now, which I'm getting. It looks totally smooth on the stream right now, but I'm just trying to get to what did it say? Sign into YouTube. Click on the top right. Go to settings under channel. Oh my god. Why do they hide it? You think you'd want to make it as easy as you can.
Yep.
I went to channel.
They had a rogue Steam process using 1.5 gig of memory on me.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Were you actively playing something?
Right.
No. Streamwebhelper.exe. Apparently it's part of Steam.
Oh wow.
But it's, yeah. It's chewing up memory.
There it is. Find your YouTube channel address. There it is.
Like how am I possibly using 75% of 32 gig of RAM?
Right? There's my channel.
I mean, I do have 34 Chrome tabs and
that might be something.
Right?
60 PDFs open, but you know, it's.
This is not helping me at all. Their page isn't loading. Does anybody know how to find your actual link? Like
Nope,
if you want to share.
Not a clue.
I thought
not a clue. I've never streamed.
My best guess is that it shared an address with chat, which I linked in Roll20.
Playback.
Yeah, I'm looking at that live chat.
I'm gonna see if it's in Creator Studio. Thought it said go into Creator Studio, then go to channel or live streaming. There we go. My browser's going a little slow right now. Stream now. Add stream.
No results
info.
found.
There's an encoder set up, but where's just the freaking. This is not cool. I think if you just YouTube Fudget Publishing, it should pop up as the first, I would think. I can't imagine there's too many.
You have Blood, Sweat, and Steel.
No, it's in my Fudget Publishing because I was going to try to put all my live stuff on the same video, whether I'm running whatever game. But for whatever reason now, I can't get to my streaming channel.
Publishing live stream now. Live now.
Oh, good. Click on that. See what it looks like.
Yeah, that's you. It is the same thing. It's watch. It's watch !V equals and then that suffix.
Oh. But you can see it, right?
Yeah. I can see it. I can hear myself. Actually, I can only hear me.
You don't hear me talking?
Yep, I do hear you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you were the only one talking at that point.
Oh, gotcha. I think there's a little bit of a delay too for the live stream.
There is.
Okay,
There always
let me
is.
see if I can pull up the actual.
There you go. I put the link in Discord.
Oh, you did. Cool. Thanks, man.
Yep, that's the same as the chat.
Right, it's just a watch instead of the chat.
The live chat is pop out.
Yeah, I've got that working. So.
Right, it's just
it's
a
on the
watch
overlay.
instead of the chat.
So if I go to my channel, I should see the live stream, right?
But I am much louder than you guys in the stream.
Oh, really? I can turn my volume up a little bit. Oh, yeah, I can totally now because I don't have to listen to myself. Hang on.
I can see about turning mine up or just speaking louder.
You're loud as hell in my ear, Nate. You're louder than Kevin is.
I don't know.
Oops. Let's see. Well, actually, I've got it all the way up.
See, on the stream,
But on the stream...
Nate's the quietest.
Huh. I've got you guys up pretty good, although now I just... Oh, because my music stopped. I mean, it's hitting the right levels as far as for in OBS. I'll turn up a little bit, but it's peaking a little bit. I mean, it's hitting the right levels as far as for in OBS. I'll turn up a little bit, but it's peaking a little bit. I mean, it's hitting the right levels.
I'm getting like a loop of your audio on the stream.
I'm going to stop trying to watch the live stream. There we go. I just want to make sure everything's working. All right, so we're streaming, so I'm going to go ahead and switch to the main view, and we'll just start gaming. I think we're good to go.
All right.
I'll behave.
Although now I lost my little YouTube chat. It's not in there. Oh, because I closed the window. There it goes. Look at that. So if anybody actually happens to stumble across it drunk and wants to say something, they can.
Okay.
All right, so this is good enough to get things going. And just a recap. So you guys found out that Ashagani was in the village, and you knew she was at the old woman's house, and you guys were basically going up to investigate, and you saw the one guy at the door, right?
Right.
Okay. All right.
No, we didn't see the guy at the door. We knew they were. What did we say? We got back to the village.
Right.
Did we ever even hear the term Ashagani?
No, we've never heard that term. No, we've never heard that term. We got back to the village. I assume we brought the horses and our guide back with us because it was like a day's ride.
Right.
To get there.
But I thought you guys were just... I thought we left it where you guys were just outside of...
we were just outside of town, and my spirit guide pointed at the house and said, there.
Ah, that's right.
That's what we had.
So as you guys walk up to the house, you see that there is one of the yellow-looking dudes with legs. Looks like he's standing watch at the door.
Any fast-acting poisons? I didn't make any fast-acting poisons, did I?
You know what? I had 2 instances of Roll20 open. I wonder if that...
Oh, that'll do it.
Maybe.
It slows my computer
60,
down.
In my 60 Chrome tabs, apparently I had the old still open from last time.
Oh, yeah, you had it open
That
because...
might have been why my audio was all messed up.
The whole night when we were playing the other game, I was working on Roll20, and you were in there the whole time. Like, I hope he's not... But you're on the player view, so it didn't really affect anything as long as I didn't move the player view little flag to the wrong map.
I see.
I did mix some stuff up, though, because I know you got a couple of sneak peeks when you're helping me troubleshoot. So
it's all good. All right.
All right. So you approach the house, and you see one of her sentries appears to be standing guard outside the door. Candlelight flickering inside, so you could tell you see like shadows and stuff moving around inside the home.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay. Ideas on how to take out that guard silently?
I'm just gonna go ahead and sneak up right behind him right now.
Okay. You do you.
Are you trying to get between him and the door?
No,
I'm guessing he's trying to come from these trees over here.
Ah, gotcha.
Get behind him that way.
Actually, yeah.
Not to put words in your mouth, but that looks like the way to go.
Yeah, definitely.
How high is the rooftop?
It's a single story dwelling.
They'd probably hear you on the roof, though.
Not necessarily if I was right above the edge of the wall.
So yeah, so it's a one-level cottage. It's not real big. Looks like there might be one door in. You see a couple of windows in the front. But if you want to actually look in the windows, if you go up to one, I can pull the thing away. But so you're trying to get to that spot on the corner of the house right now?
Yeah, I'm thinking right there in the bushes.
All right, give me a stealth check, and I will check for his awareness.
He ain't found shit. Nice.
Well, hey, a positive roll. The dice favor me in this.
Nice.
He ain't found shit.
Ouch. He sees nothing.
Worst guard ever.
So as you make your way slowly through the trees, that's all just a lot of thick foliage. There are some trees, but there's a lot of shrubbery and bushes underneath that. So it's really more like a thicket than anything else. So it's kind of slow going through there. Can you give me an awareness check, Nate? Actually, since Aravan is watching this all, you can make one as well.
An awareness?
Yep.
What is my awareness? Okay.
Good for awareness.
Yeah. Mediocre.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. Nate, just as you get into position, you hear a noise at about 5 o'clock above you, and you catch a glimpse. It looks like somebody is staked out in the trees.
But I am in position to strike.
What's that?
But I am in position to strike from where I'm at.
Yes.
But there's somebody above him.
Yeah, kind of. Do you see him on there now?
Nope. Do I not have a light source? I see a little bit of light from the one torch next to the door, and that's it.
He's right about there. Is that coming up?
Nope.
That's weird. It's showing on my screen. You guys aren't seeing my little circle thing?
I think you're just doing it on the jam side, maybe?
It's supposed to work anytime you hit the long press your left mouse button. I'm not seeing it refresh on the player screen though.
I do not see it.
Let me try this.
Do you see this?
Yeah.
That I'm seeing.
Yep. I saw the player view one. Yep.
Yeah, why is not the GM one working? That's weird.
You didn't private?
Maybe it's confused because I have two instances going. But I'll show you on the. You should be able to just make out a little bit of him right over here.
Nope, that's totally black on my screen.
All right. Yeah, I saw the area.
So he is. So you catch sight of him, and he appears to basically be watching over the other guard. And as you look up, you can see he's drawing a weapon, a ranged weapon.
All right, well, I'm going to burst out of the brush with my spear and stab the unaware guard. Start the fight that way.
Oh, right. So the one in the trees does see him?
Yes. Yeah, he makes enough noise that Abunai is able, he kind of hears the noise and he looks up just in time to see the guy starting to slowly bring an arrow up and kind of get ready to shoot.
I gotcha. Yeah. Do it.
All right, that's good to hit the unaware guard on aggressive stance.
Aggressive stance? All right, let me check and see how he... Oops, I'm on the wrong screen. I can't do anything from that screen. There we go.
So assuming he's stuck to poor, because he doesn't know about me, that's 5.
Well, he still gets to make a roll, but it's a... Yeah, you're right. It's a -2.
Since he has a 5 difference on the stealth.
Work. So you basically catch him off guard with a serious wound. Describe as you like, and then Erevan, you'll see all this obviously almost immediately.
Aggressive stance.
Oh, that's right. So that would bump it up to a critical.
Crit. Everyone likes a good crit.
Oh, I'm on the wrong.
Abunai bursts from the woods, jabs him right in the stomach, and lifts him off the ground.
Nice.
A little bit with the fury of the charge. Trying to stay well clear of any incoming arrows.
He definitely seems shocked, and he doesn't make a whole lot of noise as he starts to crumple down to the ground. I'll make his gut check here. Critical has to beat good, right? Or,
yep.
Yeah.
Good versus dying.
So he's not dying, but he is messed up. Then we're to the new exchange. You've got the guy in the trees. Erevan's not aware of him yet, but you could definitely see Abunai and the guard.
Where's Brow?
Was he with you guys?
He would be if we got the horses.
Yeah.
All right, let me grab him from another map. Sorry, it's just the only downside of running concurrent adventures with 2 different groups is it can get a little confusing as to who's where.
Yeah, Brow was with the horses, so if we brought the horses, we brought Brow. Uh-oh. Is your audio still there? James?
Mike Jack. There.
Oh, there you are.
All right. I got to keep an eye on that. I got to take my laptop in the 1/8" jack is loose, so it gets a little wonky if I bump it. So if it goes out, just tell me right away. If you see me talking, you don't hear anything. I just gotta get it in position better. Okay. Oh, and I was bringing. There we go. Okay, so yeah, so we'll have Brawl with you there. So this will be the new exchange. Abunai, since you're already there and engaged, what are you planning to do this exchange?
Shield.
I'm going to drop to defensive and try and circle around the door guard and try and keep him between me and the archer.
Okay, well, he's going to be he was getting ready to shoot the last exchange, so he'll try to see if he can get to you before you're able to get behind the guard, who's basically kind of down on one knee and not doing too well. Erevan, what are you going to do?
I will Is there a back door to this house? Since we've been in it before, I would think I would know that.
There is not, according to this map. Oh yeah, there is. But it's yeah, there is. It's it would be kind of in the northwest back corner of the house.
Okay. I'm going to assume he's got this corner covered. I'm going to circle around toward the back door.
If you're not worried about being stealthy and you're just kind of making a bead for it, you should be able to get all the way to the corner of the house over here. Just oh, you can't see this, can you?
Nope. That time, yeah. I saw your ping that time.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yep.
So yeah. So you'll be able to get all the way to the side of the house, and you can see that there's, well, you can't really see much because it's dark.
Right.
But I'll give you a, hang on a second. I think it's totally stupid to, like, obviously you're not blind and there is some light. So
It may be dim, but
yeah, just give you a little bit of a, oops, I'm on the wrong thing here. The one thing I got to keep straight is my DM window from my player window. There we go.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that'd be important.
I mean, Roll20 is definitely going slower now that we're streaming, but my OBS is still only at 18%, so it's recorded. Looks like it's recording pretty smooth.
I see.
I'm just going to give you like a personal aura, so at least you can kind of navigate around.
Oh, hello world.
Yeah, I think not having post-reward size bitmaps is really helping.
Yeah, it's definitely running smoother. Okay, so you didn't have to make a check for that because you're just basically beating feet to get around.
Yeah, I'm just running to the door. I want to make sure they're not going out the back when they hear the commotion in the front, basically.
Gotcha. Yeah, right about there will be good by the wood pile, and then by the next exchange will be at the back of the house. And then Brell, just out of reactionary, he sees Ab and I jump out of the bushes and kind of a fight ensues, so he's going to charge up and try to finish off the guard, not really knowing what Ab and I is going to do. So let's make our checks. Go ahead, Ab and I, and I'll check for the guards. The main guard's not doing anything but trying to hold his innards in, so I'm just going to check opposed roll versus...
Details.
Right. Nice. The arrow sticks into the spot of the corner of the house right where you were standing. So misses you badly, and you're able to get in position. Were you going to attack this round?
Yeah, I was in defensive stance, but not total defense. I was hoping to hit the guard who's already injured.
Oh, you're cautious. Okay, yo, let me roll his defense at least. He can at least do that. But he's pretty messed up now.
Ooh,
and Brell gets to make an attack. Although he's going to show up as Bovar.
So it's only a minor, right? From
yeah, because I lose 2 of them from being incautious.
Yep. So let me tag him real quick. Oops. It is. It's going a little bit slow. Roll20, but it's not bad. It's just a little bit slow in Firefox, but at least it's stable. And Bovar is going to attack.
Who is?
Well, I'm calling him. I'm sorry. I'll change his name in a second. I remember I had another adventure. We used Brell's token for Brett's character Bovar. So there we go.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Okay, we're just gonna call this guy down. after two shots from Abenai and 1 shot from Brell. Yeah, he's down. So we'll just put a nice big red. But you still have the guy in the tree.
Okay. Should I be moving around the back?
This is the next exchange. So, so go ahead and you said you were going to the back of the house.
Yeah, I'm heading to the back door.
How high in the tree is he?
Probably about 10 feet.
Definitely.
Which of these openings is the door?
It's this one here, if you can see my ping.
And about how thick is the trunk?
Did you see it? It's the
Am
next.
I at it?
No, it's this one over.
Okay.
But you could take a peek in the windows. I just didn't want to have a bunch of stuff like slowing everything down.
Yeah, I'm gonna peek. Yeah, I'm gonna go to this first window and peek. So I'm by the door, but I'm peeking to see what's in the house.
This is kind of fun watching this happen like in real time. On my side of the screen, it's pretty cool. Except I got to zoom out now because you guys are spread out a little bit. Otherwise, nobody has no idea. There we go.
Yeah, I split the party. I know.
Never split the party.
I mean, we're split by one hut.
Right. So Nate, as what is Nate Abinai going to do this exchange?
Yeah, how thick is the tree trunk of the tree that this guard is on?
I'd say it's probably a good 2 feet in diameter.
Oof.
All right,
That's
yeah,
a
I'm
big
just
tree.
gonna go in and stab him. He's within spear range. I was entertaining ideas of like hitting the tree to shake him loose, but screw it.
So as you see,
2-foot tree. Yeah.
as you make a spot out, he made his shot. He shot at you and missed horribly, and he's pulling out a horn. So it'll basically be a race to see if you get to him before he blows his horn for the alarm.
It's a race. It's a chase.
And so so Ervin's checking out. You'd still have time if you want. You look in there and also go in the back door if you want.
Yeah. Or well, if I go in the back door, it will depend on what I see. But yeah.
Well, go ahead and move your guy in position, and I'll give you. I'll move the door out of the way so you can get a peek.
All right.
I think I got this.
Nice.
He's falling out of the tree now.
I'm giving him just an agility check, and he's going to try not to crap himself before he blows the horn as he sees Nate running at him with his spear. And that's just fair. That is a what is that, 8 points total after the +2 for the aggressive. So you can pretty much describe this however the hell you want.
All right, I'm gonna rush this forward. Takes note of exactly where the branches are, and stabs abruptly up through a path of branches into the throat of the snake man.
Nice. As he comes tumbling down. We'll put him right about here-ish as he falls out of the tree. I'll put you over here. There we go. All right.
So the pronunciation of your name is actually Gut the Guy? Am I getting that
I
correct?
saw that. Technically, I only gutted the guy before this.
Right? Okay, so yeah.
Make
so
sure I got my pronunciation right.
So we don't really need to keep it in exchange mode because you were able to take out the guards before they alerted anyone.
Okay.
So if you guys want, we'll just kind of.
So what did I see? That's what I want to know.
So in the room that you kind of got a peek in, there's like an old wood stove, like to your right as you looked in the door. It looks like some kind of a cabinet or something to the left. And from what little you can see, this looks like it, and it smells when you open the door. You smell like some foods and things like that. So this is probably where like food preparation area, kitchen kind of area.
Well, we had dinner in this cabin before, so we're familiar with it.
Yeah.
Well, this would be more like where she prepared it, not where you ate it. This is like a separate room.
Oh, okay.
So
it's a small room.
Yeah, so you can enter the room if you want and take a look around.
Is there no light in the room?
There's not currently any light in the room.
Yeah, I can't see much.
And this is a door here. That's what makes it fun. You're like, exploring. And we're watching it live which is kind of cool.
Click, clack, click. That's why I'm doing small moves and dropping it on purpose.
So the door, can you see where my ping is?
Yep. All right, so I move up to the door and listen.
All right. You hear the sound of a woman's voice. It doesn't sound like she's talking to anyone. It sounds like she's reciting something. And you hear the muffled cries of an old woman, and the occasional cackle of laughter from someone else in the room.
All right. I am going to very loudly kick in the door.
Probably loud enough for Abunai and Brel to hear.
That's the idea. Yes. very loudly kicking the door, and my gauntlet's readied to use one of the stored spells as soon as the doors open.
All right, perfect. So there will be a little bit of a delay as they'll have to react to the kicking in of the door. But let's go ahead and see what happens when you do. It's about to go down. Let me double.
She's on the table.
She is basically strapped to the table, on her back. Feet and hands are totally tied.
Full sacrifice position.
It looks like she's getting ready to do. Yes, so she's performing something. As you kick in the door, she basically lets out a hiss, and she looks like she's gonna back away from the table. She's basically like, she hears a sound, oh crap, but she's kind of stepping back.
Yep.
And so then Nate, you'll be able to go in on the next exchange. You'll hear the loud thud and the hiss. So
how thin are the walls of this hut?
What's that?
About how thin are the walls of this hut?
I mean, it's standard little cottage, so I don't know. Maybe
stone. Is it
no,
stone?
no, it's wood.
Wad and double, or
what was that?
Like wad and double, or
it's just wood. It's just a wood, like almost like a cabin style home.
So I'm not getting a spear through the wall, is what I'm hearing.
No.
Right. Yeah, it's not like a thatch. It's not that. They're a little more civilized than that. It's a proper structure. But you could probably kick down the front door if you wanted to.
Oh, that's absolutely the plan.
All right, so Erevan,
stealth, but I'm pretty sure that ship has sailed. So
yeah.
So Erevan, you kick in the door, you burst into the room. She takes a step back, and what do you want to do this exchange?
I am going to charge directly at her, leaping over this chair, and I'm going to release one of the stored push spells in my gauntlet, which to her looks like the ghost of a knight with a giant shield comes out of me and slams her backwards.
So you're basically bull rushing her, right? With the.
That's what it feels like to her, yeah. But if she actually sees an apparition come out of my person and slam her backwards.
Cool, showing her right away you got magic skills.
Yep. And that is stored at a what? That is stored at a good level.
All right, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and she's just basically trying to get the heck out of the way. As she sees you come barreling at her, she has no idea what you're trying to do. She doesn't know who you are. So she's just trying to get the hell out of the way. She's going full defense, and she's just going to try to get roll to safety to get out of your path.
Yeah. That's okay. My main objective is to get her away from the table. So.
Gotcha. Okay, so go ahead and make your check, and then I will make her agility check. And she's going full defensive. So
remind me how I do this for a stored spell.
So you don't have to you don't really have to cast it. You're just going to make the roll. You don't have to spend any stress. So you're just going to make your magic skill check, and you just have to beat good for it to go off successfully.
So my standard magic ability score.
Yep. Correct. And unless you have a talent that adds to it.
I do, and this is battle magic, so that would add another point, correct?
Right. Correct.
You are using it in battle.
He's about to bash her face in with a apparitional shield. I think that qualifies. Ooh, nice check. All right, and she is going to make her check. She's full.
Lost audio, James.
Oh, how's that?
You're good.
There we go. Thanks. All right, so she's in full defensive mode, trying to get the heck out of your way.
Oh, now you're out.
Oh, there we go.
Wait, is it just me, or are there weird things happening with the audio right there?
Yeah. It cut out for a second.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the bar and I'm showing that it's working. So it might just be a buffering streaming.
You cut out for an instant. You cut out.
Oh, gotcha.
You're back.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's up to you, Nate, if you want to have it on or off. I just want to make sure it was working, and so I can get my little window size. So, all right. So looks like you beat her by 3, even though she went full defensive. I rolled terrible.
You did.
God.
Yeah,
she has a great agility, and she was full defensive, so she got a +4, and she ends up rolling terrible. So you're actually able to hit her, and you succeeded by 3, which is serious plus what? And then the effect is basically it's a shield, right?
It's a push. So I'm trying to.
Oh, gotcha.
She should fly backwards. Yeah.
So
the visual is a spectral knight flying out of my person with a giant shield that bashes into her.
Oh,
but
gotcha.
The effect is she's thrown backwards.
So you did win by 3. So you could either do a serious wound, or you could do a maneuver to knock her back and sprawling to this area here.
I'll take a serious wound. I think that's effective. That should disrupt whatever she's trying to do.
Well, you definitely interrupted her ritual just by kicking in the door because she had to stop to react. So you're good to go there. So so basically she takes a serious. So let me mark that. I figured out I can. You guys don't see when I'm putting the actual wounds in, but they got these little circles that coincide with. So at least you could tell she has at least a serious wound on her. It doesn't track how many, but it should give you like a battlefield sense of how messed up somebody is.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take it.
All right, so with the new exchange, Abinai kicks in the door. Those guys are coming in after. Now, of course, we do have this gentleman over here.
Dude in the room.
Yeah. So we'll just call this a new exchange. She's not prone because you chose to do damage instead of knocking her flat. So Erevan, what's Erevan going to do next exchange?
He's going to release the second gem on his gauntlet.
Okay.
Which is a blinding effect.
Yep, I remember that one. Okay, and Abinai?
What were your multiple action rules again?
Multiple action rules. What do you mean?
Doing multiple things.
Well, it depends. Like you talking about the whole running across the table and swinging across the chandelier.
I want to spear. You know what? I'm just gonna take the time to smear my spear with poison.
Oh, I got you. So yeah, I would just say at one exchange to get your stuff out, get it all ready to go, and then you'd be good to go. Because I think that would take a little while for you to get your stuff out and.
Yeah, maybe do kick in the door and then let Brell go through while smearing with poison.
Oh, that way she doesn't even see you preparing it.
Right. That's a good call.
And I think Brell would just instinctively rush this guy here, if that makes sense to you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because he sees Erevan tangled up with Ashagani. So all right, so we'll break that into a couple different groups here. Let's do Brell and this guy just to see what happens. The guard is going to rush. Yeah. And Brell, who's Bovar on here. I don't have time to change it.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to attack.
Who's he attacking? Me or Brell?
The Brell and the guard are engaged, and they tied up. So basically, they just kind of charged at each other, collided, and traded blows a little bit, parrying, and then they're kind of doing their own thing. But he's cleared out of the doorway. And Erevan, you said you're going to try to
release the second gem to blind her. Yep.
Okay, and she's going to be trying to do something herself. So basically, we'll just see who wins.
Mm-hmm. Oof. Oh. Terrible.
Oh, she beat by 1.
I'm going to use a fudge point to reroll, fortune point to reroll.
Okay.
Because I can't roll much worse than that.
You rolled terrible. and I'm not being mean. I'm using the ladder.
No, that is the definition. I understand. That's a little better.
Holy cow! There you go.
Just a bit.
What's the turnaround on that's a +4 turnaround? Definitely better doing the re-roll than taking the +2.
Yeah.
All right, so
The odds were in my favor of getting more than +2, so I went with it.
so you could tell she was getting ready to do some kind of magical thing. Her arms shot up, and she started to look up into the sky. And just as she was getting ready to say that, you kind of got right over the top of her and hit her with this spell. And so she's going to be blinded.
Yes. I don't know for how long exactly, but
well, we did it as it was more of like a. I think when you were casting it as a cantrip, it was just for like an exchange. But when you, I think when you did the preparation thing, I thought it was like for a fight, like for the
for a fight. Yeah, it's supposed to be a few rounds. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So yeah, so she'll have to work on being unblinded before she can really do much else. Well, that's not totally true, but you know what I'm saying.
Right. So what she sees is that same spectral knight looks up at her, opens its maw, and then reaches its spectral hand into her eyes before they go dark.
Nice. Cool. So she staggers back, and now she's making all kinds of weird, hideous shrieks. And we're to the next exchange. Abinai, you've got your spear ready to go.
Yep, I'm gonna go rush in.
All right.
And fight her.
And Erevan, what's he planning on doing?
I'm going to stab her.
All right. And Brell's going to see if he can hit the other guard. So I'll resolve them first since it's a one-on-one situation. Nice, bro. Good job. See how he does against the guard.
He's protecting his home and his mother. He's going to be in full rage.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh, he does a serious wound, and I got to make a gut check for this little guy. And he needs fair, right, for serious? Well, he's not stunned.
Wow. That's wow.
A good roll for them to get that +4 on.
And what a waste, just out of gut check.
Thanks for using it there.
Right? Yeah, it could have turned real bad if it was the previous roll. So he's not stunned, but he takes a. So they're basically Burrell rushes him, and in a frenzy, just wham, 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 just kind of going crazy. He's kind of pushing him back towards the corner here, and he eventually gets one shot in and slices him right across his midsection, and the thing lets out a hiss. So now you guys are going to be outnumbering Ashagani.
Yep, which I took into account.
Did you factor that into your roll?
Yep.
All right. Okay, and Erevan, go ahead and make your attack. And then I'm going to do her.
I'm going aggressive, so that's -1, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then multiple cancels that.
Right.
I'm going to do her action. Give me a second here. Nice. So we got a 4
that's
and a 3.
aggressive.
That was going aggressive?
Yeah.
For both of us.
Whoops, that was supposed to be Ashagani, not the guard. She, even though she's blinded, she doesn't, and she's casting something. So give me a second.
She is a +4 when she's blinded. Wow.
Well, it's not. She's not physically hurt. She's just doing she's casting a. It's not even a casting. It's. Oh, you'll see in a second. It's not a spell. Hang on.
Okay.
I don't know if I made a token for this, so give me a second here. I did the cut. You saw the main image on the adventure thing, right? Because that's her true form. She's basically just going into her true form, which doesn't really require her to do much more than do it.
I see.
But I was going to try to see if she could get it off at least before she gets stabbed twice. Hangout Games, Ashagani Tower. I know she's in here.
She
Yep.
taking any wound penalties for this roll?
I'm sorry?
Is she at least taking wound penalties for this roll?
She's going to get hit for sure. I just want to make sure she's going to be able to change her form because that's the only way she's even going to try to survive this. I mean, technically, what she's doing would be, if in D&D, would be a free action. But
to change forms, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like...
Or a bonus action, as they call it.
Yeah, so she wouldn't have really had to roll for it, kind of a thing, but I wanted to at least let her get the process going, and then thematically, cinematically, while you guys are... in there. So I just got to change her token here. Give me a second. I didn't have one made, so let me drag this in from... That's why I love this new token tool. It's so easy. Don't freak out when you first see it. It's not sized correctly.
So she's going from being an attractive green person to...
That.
Lady, you got real ugly.
She is bigger, but she's not... yeah, I knew that was going to come in hot, so hang on. Because that's the one thing about... I don't think I can adjust the... I haven't got into the token tool settings, but it used to make the tokens about the right size for a standard like D&D 5-foot grid map. But now when I drop them in, it's like 4 times the size it used to be. All right, let me get her old token out of the way here. Move her new token in place. And then what was the poison that you had, Abinai?
So sadly, my notes on that did not get saved properly, but I remember it was like legendary potency, terrible subtlety, slow acting, and just a straightforward kill them dead poison.
So this one was supposed to do damage, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to kill him. But it's slow acting?
Yeah.
But you did a... Let's see. Well, technically... See, that. How do I do this? Because she wouldn't have really...
I made this before you altered the herbalism rules most recently.
What's that?
It was made before the herbalism rule alteration.
Oh, when we updated it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, no, what I was thinking is because she didn't really have to do anything but basically will herself to change, I really shouldn't have been rolling for that. I should have been
rolling for her defense.
Yeah, for her just to defend herself. So
should she get a penalty to that for
because it's exactly because it's physical. Yeah, so it wouldn't have been the +4 for just doing a verbal action. It would have been -1 for the wound. She's got 1 wound on her, right? Yeah, -1 for the wound and -2 for
agility.
Right. So and this would be a -3 total.
Right.
And she was at superb.
That would be a tie.
But I would hit her.
Yeah, I would tie her. He would hit her.
Oh, Abinai hit her?
Yep.
I don't see Abinai's roll.
It's up before the Ashagani guard.
Oh, aggressive poison spear. There it is. You got a 4, I got a 3.
Zoom this up for the kids at home, or at least for the people to be able to see it. There we go.
So it's -1 for the wound, -1 for the blindness, and -1 for multiple attacks. Is that the way it works?
Yes, so she was
-1 for the wound. We got our +1 for multiple attacks, so that wouldn't affect her, but then her skill would be lower.
Oh, I didn't add that extra +1 to mine.
So you both did. Was it both minors then?
So mine should be a 4. Yep, should be a minor.
So she's got 2 minors, so she'll be.
I'm sorry, but we were both aggressive.
We both did aggressive.
Right.
So they should both be serious.
2 serious.
It's a minor result, yeah, with aggressive, so it should be 2 serious ones. Yeah.
Okay,
we
and
skewered her.
So, but then her size is gonna reduce that by 1 for each.
Okay.
So, so what was the total points? Was it you did 3 points?
Yes,
Mine
we
would be
did
4
3
then.
points.
3 and 4.
Higher.
Okay, so minus the 1 point. So it's 1 serious.
Mine
and
should
1
have been
minor.
a 4. Mine should have been a 4. I didn't add the point for
Oh,
Two
okay.
people
So you
intact.
both did a serious wound then?
Yep.
Okay. Because that would have only reduced it by 1 to 3, which is still a serious wound.
So you go. So she has 3 serious, so she's moved into critical.
This is the threshold now, so it's just she's got three serious wounds on her right now.
Okay.
Oops! I just did the stupid. Hang on. So Roll20 has this weird thing. If you've already got a negative in there, you could just add a number and it'll make it a bigger, negative number. But when you forget about that and you go to put the actual what it should be, it like makes it ridiculous. So there we go. She should be at -3. There we go. Okay, she's still kicking. She's really pissed now. She's got a real big ass weapon. She's gonna try to defend herself. So we're to the next exchange, and Brell, still engaged with the guard down in the corner, and you guys are basically just trying to finish her off.
Yep, I'm just going to push hard.
All right.
We've got the advantage. We should use it. It's my philosophy.
I'm going to stay back a little, use my spear more defensively, try and protect both me and Ervon with it. So that's full defensive, which would be +2.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and resolve the guard and Brell here quick while you guys are figuring that out. Woo! Ain't nobody touching Abunai.
Terrible roll. All right, I'm re-rolling.
Well, I'm trying to defend both of you.
Boy, that's your second terrible roll in one fight.
There we go.
Much better. I said that was your second terrible roll in one fight.
I know it. I burned 2 fortune points to overcome it too.
All right, so she's just backing up, and let's see. So it's gonna
I'm
take.
also going to assume that you can know our language. That was a spider clan poison. Now I just need to wait.
So she's gonna have to basically go full defensive and she's gonna try to fix her vision. Not that the snake people have used it a ton, but she's not an actual snake, so she still needs to be able to see. She has some heightened senses, but not really gonna help her here in combat.
Okay.
So she's going full defensive, and she's gonna try to fix her vision. So see, she would normally be, so it's just going to be a 0, because she's -3. Oh, but she's going full defensive, so she'll be +2. And I did it as the guard again, sorry. So I think so you beat her by 3.
3 aggressive.
That'd be 5 -1 for her size would be 4. It's another serious wound. She is getting pummeled.
Or serious.
I should have it marked down here as well. And did you say you were able to speak her language, Abinai?
No, I was hoping she could speak ours.
Oh, gotcha. She can. If you wanted to shout something out, she can reply. She can respond to it.
No, I'm happy that was a spider clan poison. Now I just need to wait. I feel it sends the right psychological message.
She says, so she does. She looks straight at you and hisses. She goes, I'm trying to think of how she might word this. Because you're talking about having to wait. And she says something to the effect of, she doesn't want to wait any longer either. And she grasps an amulet around her neck, which glows for briefly, and then she kind of looks like she's ready to accept her fate because she can't see, and she's getting her ass kicked. So, but she did something. She grabbed her amulet. It glowed for a second, and now she's just kind of backing up and trying to blindly hold you guys off.
Do I have any sense of what that was?
In the middle of the, if you want to use an exchange to kind of get a sense of it, you'd have. I mean, you wouldn't be able to do it in mid full combat. But if you wanted to take a beat and try to figure out what she just did, you could do. She's not attacking you, obviously. She's kind of trying to back up and swinging like a blind person, just trying to, keep somebody off of them. So
yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna say press her, and I'm gonna take a turn myself. I'll take a full defensive
to try to
stance.
Analyze the magic that she just did.
And analyze the magic. Yeah, make sure none of her wild swings hit me, and analyze the magic. Basically.
Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and resolve Brel down here in the corner. So he was at 1. He's hurt now. What's he at? -2. So he's going to be at -1. And then I have to roll for Brel. He's at 2. He does another serious wound. And gut check for poor guard. Just keeps getting backed up and backed up and backed up. Barely not stunned. So he basically, you can tell Brel's got this handled. He's chipping away at this guy and forcing him further and further back.
Perfect.
As they keep tangling. Brel hasn't even been hit yet, so he looks like he's got things well under control.
Okay.
So now you're going to do an analyze check. So what I'm going to do is just for fun, for video's sake, and to see if this stuff works, I'm pulling up my screen on the live stream just so we can see. So we want page 2 because we're going to figure out the effect here. And we're doing basically sense, communicate, energy, right?
Guess
So
so.
before I actually know what this amulet is, I'm going to go ahead and say that Abnai is going to try and bust it.
Okay. So the base is fair, and you're doing a quick little exchange check.
Yep.
So it's going to be a minus or a +1. So it raises it to good, and you only need to last. There we go. And it's only affecting one person, but she is good sized, so it'll be a good difficulty to analyze it.
Okay. I'm assuming this doesn't count as battle magic. I'm in battle and it's magic, but it's not.
Yeah, you're not like using it to hurt someone else or defend yourself, so it's more of an indirect thing. So I'd say just a regular check.
Unless my artificing comes into play here, since it is an object.
For a talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use that if you want.
My inner munchkin wants to point out that intelligence gathering is a key part of battle.
So when she grasped that, you saw it glow for a moment. Well, everybody saw it glow for a moment, but what Erevan saw was that energy almost did like a beam me up, like that energy just like straight up into the sky.
Okay.
So, and it's some kind of summoning type trigger. It looks like it was a trigger for an existing spell. It either went to a different plane for some kind of summoning, or it went back to the lair. You can't tell exactly sure, but she's basically trying to alert something or somebody, or awaken something or something. But it was definitely you get the sense that it was like, well, I'm about to die, so screw this world, I'm gonna take it out with me, kind of. That was her attitude to it. So it looks like she was trying to either notify or message or summon a person or a thing.
Okay. I'm going to yell, finish her quickly. We have incoming.
And fortunately, that's what I was trying to do to begin with.
Going in for the kill shot.
Going in for the amulet break.
Oh, the amulet break. That's right. She can try to defend herself, but she's at a -3, so. Which brings her down to 0.
Oof.
I would say you succeeded. And basically, it's like sundering a weapon, which is like a maneuver. You beat it by more than 3. So if you can describe it that way, that you basically destroyed the amulet.
Smashed it into her neck.
Take that with you.
Yeah.
So you can describe that how you like, but you effectively destroyed the amulet.
Do I hurt her in the process at all, since I beat her by 7 after aggressive is taken into account?
Ooh.
Yeah, it would be another serious wound.
All right.
Jesus.
So I'm just going to go ahead and use her neck as a backstop and just stab right through the amulet to cut it, while also getting in a mild throat shot.
Nice. All right. So
Very nice.
she's pretty messed up at this point. She's just kind of blindly staggering back. She lets out a hiss when you trash the amulet itself, and as you're cutting into her, she's just letting out all these screams, and she almost seems to be kind of enjoying it, but you can tell it's more bravado than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
But she's still alive, so we're to the next exchange.
All right. Pushing. I got to finish her off before whatever she summoned gets here.
All right, so you're attacking Abenai?
Yeah, I'm just going to keep attacking.
All right, I'll resolve Brell and the guard here quick. And he is now at -3.
Actually, no. I'm going to assume that Erebon has this, and I'm going to cut Grandma loose of her bonds.
Oh, okay, perfect. There we go. And Brell, he's going to go aggressive.
Youch.
7 points. That was enough. So everyone, you guys are all like da 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 da. It suddenly gets really quiet behind you, and then you hear a thud da 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 as you see a head rolling right by the door that you came into from the side over here. Brell basically decapitated the guy.
Perfect. All right. Here I go. That's aggressive.
Okay. And she's at 0 because of all the minuses. Actually, she's at -1 now because Nate gave her another serious.
Yeah, she's wrapped them up.
Oof. Oof.
Well,
Oof.
I think that's about enough.
Turn out the lights. The party's
That's 10.
over.
That is 10 points.
Yeah, and even if you take away the 1
yeah.
point for his size, it's still 9.
9.
So describe it how you like.
He runs up, actually plants a foot on her spear, jumps up in the air, and drives his blade back down through her face.
Through her face. In the face! In the face! Just totally reminded me of what movie was that? Hangover.
Right.
No, I think it was like Hangover 2 or whichever one where they got caught by they stole the cop car and then they had to go do community service and they were getting tased by those kids. In the face! He got tased in the face. All right, so yeah.
Well, I didn't want to get told later. I should have gone for the head. So,
so you guys just killed a alien demon creature. Well done.
I'm going to wipe off. I'm going to pull my blade out and drag her out front as fast as I can and prepare. I still think there's something coming.
Gotcha. Okay, so you grab her.
I don't want to leave her in the house with Grandma, so I'm pulling her out.
Gotcha.
I'm dragging her with me.
Okay, Brell's trying to clean up too. He kind of feels bad. He made a mess over here in the corner.
That's his house.
Grandma's gonna make him clean it anyways.
Yeah. He should take care of Grandma. That's what he should do.
Yeah, Abinai, what is so you see that Aravan grabs the log twisted corpse of the demon and drags it outside.
So I'm just gonna say to Brawl, protect your grandmother. I think there's more coming.
Anyway, have I finished cutting Grandma free by now?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Cool. We're going out the other door.
Out the back?
For sure.
You wanna here, I'll give you some.
Or I'm at least going to say that she should go out the back.
With Brawl. Send Brawl with her.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good idea.
Send them to the Thane.
And then I am going to head out the front and get ready with some poisoned arrows.
All right, so these two are booking feet that way. And Abinai, you're going out to join Aravan out front?
Yep.
All right, perfect. As you get outside to kind of see what's going on, you guys feel a slight tremor that lasts for, I don't know, 2 seconds, just a little.
It's the beast.
It better not be another tower.
No, it's the beast. She had a beast in the tower. I saw it briefly through my scout. It's big enough that she kept it locked up.
Sword poison?
I'll take it.
Right?
I think we just need to wound it and run.
Let's draw it away from the village.
Agreed.
Wait, you don't see anything
we didn't
now.
run away from the village.
Right. Well, that's crazy weird.
I hear music.
Ooh. All right. All right, so you don't see anything. You come outside. It's still relatively quiet, and it's pretty late at night, so nobody seemed to notice the little tremor. You don't see anybody outside or anything like that.
Good.
And you don't see anything in the skies coming or anything like that. You just felt the tremor for a second, and it's all actually pretty peaceful outside right now.
Okay. Trying to think what I can do in the meantime. I'm gonna search her for anything useful.
I'm just going to keep poisoning arrows.
Poison my blade. That's my main physical weapon. So
Yeah, he's doing some preparations, it sounds like.
yeah, I'm gonna take some time to search her and see if I find anything of hint or use or.
The demon?
Yeah.
So other than that big ass staff she's got, while the amulet's destroyed, she has some very strange rings and jewelry on her hands that look very alien and very exotic. Look like they might be worth a few shekels.
All right, I'm gonna do a sense magic on any of her other gear.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a magic check.
I'm gonna guess I can add my artificing roll to it since it's gear.
Yes. The only thing that is giving off any magical energy is the staff she was carrying.
The staff. Okay. Do I have any sense of what it is?
It's alien, so it's not from around here, and it's also void magic. So you could probably crack the code. It's just it would be something you'd have to.
It would take some time.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I'm going to take it from her and throw it over behind Abinai.
There, I wanted to show up on the screen.
Yep.
That's
well, as long as that staff's near me, I'm just going to break it.
I'm going to say keep an eye on that.
That big ass, long ass staff. All right, cool. So what are you guys doing now?
Breaking that
looking
stat.
for what's coming. But I stop you from breaking it. I may need to use its energy to break what's coming.
Fine, Urban. You're the maid.
So,
I think this is a bad idea.
Just let me know if it does anything, but I don't think it will. I think it needs her. That's why I'm separating them.
oh, you're separating the staff from the demon?
Yes, I'm throwing it over here.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, so you guys are waiting outside. You're looking around. You don't see any signs of anything. There's no more tremors.
You cut out. What'd you say?
Oh, I said, you as you wait a while, you're standing outside for a little bit. You don't see anything coming. No more tremors. Pretty quiet evening.
All right, I'm going to see if I can do a further sense to figure out what that summoned, and I'm going to use the amulet as a focus, the broken amulet.
Okay.
As a focus, and if I don't feel threatened, I'm going to take some time and try to figure out where it sent the signal, and maybe if it can give me a bead on what it summoned, how close it is, or.
Okay, perfect. So you're just basically trying to analyze that energy to see where it went specifically, or what it's going to do.
Yeah, I'm trying to trace the spell, basically.
Okay.
Trace the release. Now that I have more time.
Sure. So if you're taking more, so it's a fair, and then let's see. If you're taking some time, we actually take 15 minutes to do it. You can lower that by 1.
If I have it. I don't have anywhere else to go, so.
Right. There you go. So that's going to be -1.
What do I get for using the amulet? Is it a
plus one.
or the...
Yeah, +1. So it's going to be to analyze it, it's going to be a great difficulty.
You cut out, sorry.
Oh, I said to analyze it, it's going to be a great difficulty.
Yeah, you're cutting out pieces here and there a lot, just so you.
Mike.
Okay. Nope, you're gone.
There we go. How about now?
There you are.
Okay, nobody move.
All right, here it goes.
All right.
Oof. Did not roll well, but I had a good bonus.
Oops, there we go. Yep, so normal success. So it looks like, from what you can gather and tracing the energy that left the amulet itself, it looks like it was like a summoning type spell, and it definitely went back to the tower.
Okay, so she did call the beast. I feel pretty confident in deducing that. But where is it? Well, it took us a day to get here. I don't think it'll get here instantly, but...
Right. And
I don't know if it's going to go along the path or take a crow's beeline toward us, so I don't want to trace back. So I think it's probably best to stay here with where she summoned it and get away from the house so he doesn't flatten it when he gets here. I'm going to take her corpse with me.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to hide the staff since we apparently have time. Even bury it.
Okay. That will be easy enough. You'll have time to do that. It is getting pretty late at night. Do you guys want to get your rest, or are you just going to...
I'm going to call to Brell.
Huh?
Brell, wake the townsfolk. You've got a pit trap to dig. A monster is coming.
That sounds great. And I'm going to work on displaying this demon's corpse as if she'd been sacrificed to try to drive this thing mad.
That'll probably
that
work.
Helps. Mom?
Right? Okay, you got to give me a second to catch up because the things have taken a turn here. So
Perhaps even crucifying it.
what the heck just happened here? Oh, hang on.
I'm looking at that form and seeing some mild body plant difficulties with crucifixion.
She still has arms.
You can do the top half.
So if you guys want to,
I only need one stake for the tail.
so Braille can definitely raise the alarm and get everybody up. It'll only take about 10 minutes or so to kind of get to. It's not a very big city or anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got one. Never mind. I'm trying to work ahead a little bit because it took a little.
You did have a town map.
Yeah, I've got that, but I need something a little for the map, and I thought I had it, but maybe I don't. Oh no, I do. There it is. Yep, that'll work. Okay, so if you guys want to hatch your plan and all that, strategize. I'm going to need a couple minutes to get things caught up on my
All right,
side.
so you're thinking try to lead it into a big pit trap.
Yep, drop in a big pit trap.
Okay.
Remember those poisonous incense sticks from earlier?
Yes, you're going to throw them in the trap.
Yeah, burning pile at the bottom of the pit trap.
That's a good idea. I will put her crucifixion on our side of the pit trap as to try to draw him into it.
And then, we cover it with leaves
Whatever.
and underbrush and whatnot.
Yep.
I figured deliberately make it strong enough that we can run right across it.
Yeah. You going to run your poison on those stakes too? Do you have enough left?
Oh, absolutely. If we've got time to put stakes at the bottom, they're going to poison the hell out of that.
Yeah.
Although
Oh, yeah.
low in doses by now.
We'll see how much time he gives us. Although we don't want to get caught still fixing it when he gets here. So.
Right. Okay. So, like I said, it's going to take about 10 minutes or so for them to kind of rouse everybody in town and, to get the Jarl involved and everybody.
We've already started digging.
There we go. I'm going to get rid of that. There we are. Put that there. There we are. Okay, so basically you guys are waiting for this thing to come to you, right?
Yep.
All right.
Cutting out again.
How about now?
There you are.
Better.
Yeah, I think it's the mic, not my streaming.
I think it's probably a hardware thing.
I literally have my stylus for my drawing pad, for my bamboo pad, kind of up underneath the jack, so that it's putting the right amount of pressure on so it's working, which really sucks because it's a little bit precarious. All right, so you guys are getting all your preparations. You guys tell them about the plan. They're trying to basically follow your lead, since you obviously proved your worth. You killed a demon. You saved one of the town elders. So they're basically just kind of following your guys' lead, helping out where they can. So let me do something here quick, and then I can pull up the city map, and then you can give me a little more detail on exactly what it is you want to do. We're going to switch this back to the main view. And then I'm going to go to the map and make sure it looks nice for everyone on the video. Oh. So remember, you guys are down here in the southeast corner.
Seems like a fairly reasonable place to put the trap, honestly.
It really does, doesn't it? I'm pretty happy with, right past the house here. Oh, wrong. That's why.
So basically trying to head it off before it gets into town.
Yield trap right here with the crucifix planted right there, so that it wants to get to her and it falls in, basically.
All right. So Brill's going to be helping with that. There'll be a bunch of
Of
people.
course, we need spikes and the trap.
Here we go. We're just trying to get the view better here so we can see what's going on. Ah, God, I hate when that happens. One thing I'll have to do for my next session is, well, one, remember that the only thing I have on my second screen is OBS. Two, don't try to move stuff in OBS when you think you're moving stuff in Roll20, because I just moved my little frame border because I was in the wrong window. There we go. All right, so you guys are digging. Gonna work through the night. It's like I said, it's getting pretty late. You guys are pretty beat. You gonna try to get any sleep, or are you just gonna tough it out and try to stay awake?
I think. I mean, after the thing's all set up, I have a feeling I'm gonna try to hide behind the house right over here. Or in the tree. I don't know. This map doesn't exactly line up with your front map of the house. There were trees.
Yeah, I didn't have time to make custom maps.
Yeah, that's fine. But I'm gonna find some place in here to hide myself, to hide us.
Okay.
And then I'd say we could set turns watching and sleeping.
Yep.
Okay.
We're gonna hear it coming. So.
All right. So as you guys they're digging, how big are you making the pit?
You cut out.
How big are you guys going to make the pit?
As reasonable as we think we can do it to hide the spikes and the poisoned incense that he's got going underneath.
Okay. So it is going to take, several hours. It won't be something you can do like in a few minutes, even with the
Yeah, that's why he enlisted the villagers. Yep.
Gotcha. So they're going to be digging and trying to help out as quickly as they can. About every 15 to 20 minutes or so, you feel just a slight tremor, just a little shake. Everyone kind of, they get quiet for a second, and then that's it. It's really brief, and that goes on for several hours.
So he's hulking his way here.
And then finally, they finally get the whole building. It's just about sunrise at this point. Actually, you just make the top of the sun starting to peek up above the mountains there. Mm-hmm. And just as that's happening, you start to feel a slight tremor that starts to get building in its intensity. And I'm going to make a random check here. Oops, that's the wrong one. There we go. Oh. Well, I've got some good news and I got some bad news.
What?
The good news is, you'll still be alive. So as you guys are preparing and doing, getting everything ready, so the tremors start to get just insane, to the point where people are having a hard time standing. Like it's feeling like that same kind of earthquake
we'll
again.
send them away. Yeah, once the pit was done, we sent them
away. Okay.
Yeah, run for the hills. Get out of here.
So as you guys, as everyone's going, Brell sends his grandmother off to go with the rest. He's going to stay with you guys if that's okay.
It's up to him. If he wants to fight, we could use the help. Yeah.
So he basically says, go with them to the hall, and lock yourselves in. Just be safe. This won't take but a minute.
We hope.
and as he says that, suddenly the ground underneath Brell starts to push up, and he starts to lose his balance, and then it opens up, and you hear and Brell disappears into a hole right next to the pit that you guys dug.
Oh, great.
Of course it burrows.
I thought
And
it was Hulk jumping its way.
right. That would have been kind of funnier.
Right into the pit trap.
And then, so basically, if you imagine the scene, so the dirt built up, he starts freaking out. He falls in as it kind of implodes, and there's a big cloud of dust. And as the dust settles, it's just silence.
Uh-oh.
What do you do?
Let me get my bearings.
I'm going to detect life.
Okay, that'd be,
Page.
yep. Consult the, let me pull it up here for you.
Where the heck is it?
So it's just be sensing body because it's a living energy, like living person or living thing. That should be good. Great.
Still going to use that.
It's going to
no,
be.
I don't think I can.
It's going to be a fair difficulty.
All right. That sucks. Guess what? I rolled terrible again.
That's a third one tonight. What's wrong with you?
There.
That's a yes, but right? Was it fair difficulty?
Yep.
All right.
Yes, but
So the good news is, you know,
it's here.
it's here. You also know that it's ginormous.
Right.
Like, okay, so you remember that your scout didn't go in the room, but you got kind of a sense of how big the room was.
Yeah.
Whatever is in the ground is a lot bigger than that.
Hmm.
And
All
as,
right.
and as you're, as you are gathering, getting all that and kind of sensing it, you start to feel movement again as something starts to come up out of the ground.
Where I am?
Right, no, the same spot where the hole that when he pulled down Brell.
I see. Okay.
Whoops.
Where's Abinai?
Rooftop.
I don't see your token.
Yeah, it just moved for some reason.
I have not moved it. I just brought the creature on. I see Brell and I see Erevan, but I don't see Abinai anywhere.
That's weird.
Here, let me grab one from the other. Did you just get lost?
I have no idea.
I think you might have rode over him with your dead snick.
No, because I moved him on the rooftop after writing that.
Oops, I'm on the wrong screen again. Let me see if I can find him quick. Oh, there. No, that was. I was like, hey, someone's moving. That was Erevan.
That's me.
That was Erevan.
No,
Just trying to.
the only
stuff
person. The only person that the creatures over was Brell's token.
Yeah, but he was on the roof here and he wrote on the roof, so I didn't know if it was a layering issue.
Oh, I'll just grab another one. Quick.
You
copy
can
and
move
paste.
that writing. Yeah, if you
Yeah,
move that
yeah.
writing, can you see yourself?
No. Yeah, it was later on top of the writing.
Might have accidentally deleted or something. It's no big deal. I'm just grabbing his other token from Grandma's cottage map. There we go. Can you see him now?
Yeah.
Back
All right.
on the roof.
So that creature basically busts through the ground. It comes up and starts to get itself out of it. It's basically coming out of the hole it created, right next to.
All right. I'm gonna walk over here. As far across the pit as I can be from it.
Using the pit basically as a keep the distance.
Yep.
All right, cool. All right,
But
so
I want it to see me so it doesn't go charging off toward the town hall.
So you're trying to keep its attention, but being on the opposite side of the trap. Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
All right, perfect. And then, Abinai, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna crouch down behind the high point of the roof so that it sees Erebon and crosses the pit trap. Is it smaller than the pit trap, or is it so big?
It's way bigger. Like it's way longer. If it jumped in head first or something, maybe, but it's a lot longer than the width of the pit. I mean, this thing is massive. I would say that it's probably. I mean, you can't even see the whole thing because it hasn't all come out yet. But it's probably a good 50 feet long, 40 or 50 feet long.
And we don't see Brell anymore, I assume.
You don't see Brell.
I'm going to stay here on the roof, and then when it crosses the pit trap and goes into my line of sight, I'm going to take a shot.
I could have went camping as it came out, and brought its head down and looked at you like it spit like Brell's axe out off to the side.
Okay.
So it's gonna head towards. Obviously, it's gonna head towards. It looks down and it sees its, boss basically.
Yep.
Just splayed out, and it freaks out. And it's gonna go right towards. It's going right towards Erebon again.
Okay. Yeah. I would have activated my defense rune as I went.
Oh, you were breaking up a little bit on me this time.
Sorry. I said I would have activated my defense rune as I stepped out into the open. I have a tattoo of defense. Excuse me, +1.
Oh man, Dave's been posted on YouTube, but I didn't even see it because it's too small on my Discord channel to see it. But he did a bunch of posts, and I missed it.
Oh yeah, he did.
I should say hi at least.
Yep.
Sorry, Dave, if you're still there, I didn't even see that. I can't see it on my OBS screen.
Hear any notifications or anything?
I think that's something I have to add separate for it to. Otherwise, it just scrolls. But now I have to see it. Now I have to go back to the channel because I can't see all the. Give me a second. My channel. I'm just hoping this doesn't cause a. I think. Oh no, I can go to. I don't have to watch my video. I remembered if I go to the studio, I can access it from there and pop it out. I should have done that from the beginning. I'm still learning how to use all this stuff, so bear with me. There it is. Where's the chat? Aw, thanks, Dave. That made my day. But I'm going to pop this out so I'm not trying to watch the video on the thing while we're talking. So hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's going to really slow me down. Actually, it didn't hit me too bad. Okay, so basically the thing jumps out, kind of it sees her, freaks out, turns towards Erebon, lets out that roar, and starts charging. You try to basically lure him to the trap?
Yep, I'm going to take a full defense and just try to lure him across the trap and into Abinai's.
You recognize as it's coming up that you're going to have to back up. Like when it comes out, it may already be over the trap.
Yeah, all right.
So
yeah.
you can
back it up.
Yeah,
back it up.
I don't want it to fall on you. So you can see that it's like, oh shit! When this thing actually pops out like an earthworm style, it's gonna be like right over the darn thing. And then what was Abinai doing again?
I'm gonna shoot it off from my spot on the roof.
Gotcha. Okay. And just to give you a sense of scale, this is actually would be considered a legendary size.
Great.
All right.
Which means, well, Nate knows how the scale rules kind of work. That means it's got basically a damage reduction of 4.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be tough. All right, so it's not really doing an attack. It's just trying to get out of the hole and get towards you. But Nate will be able to take a shot as it comes out and sort of hits the ground to level out. I'm going to make an agility check to see just as something that I can use to see if he lands so that he goes into the trap or if he lands on the other side of it and is kind of over it. Kind of figure out how that's going to work. So give me a second here. Because like I said, he's like 40, 50 feet long.
He's big.
Yeah, he's big. Bigger than you expected. He's definitely bigger. He's too big to have fit in that room at the tower that you scouted out.
Interesting.
Okay, so I'm going to make an agility check. Because this is just random. And Bovar makes an agility check. I keep forgetting to change the little thing of who it's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give him another. I'll take the result. All right, so I'm going to rule that it basically lands across the pit trap, but now it's like part of it is sagging into the pit trap because its head is on the one end, its body's still coming out, and as the weight of it hits the whole thing, it kind of sags in the middle. So now it's kind of stuck a little bit. Not stuck, but you know what I mean. It's not moving forward.
Did it hit the spikes?
Well, I think the weight of it would definitely push it down far enough to hit the spikes. And then Abinai was taking a shot. Go ahead for that.
And then also, if it broke the surface, that would release the smoke from the incense.
The poison smoke, yeah. And is that the same type of poison as your arrows, or is that a different?
Technically not. It was a sickening poison. Sickening and weakening, but it was also slow.
Okay.
The original plan was to put it around the
the tower.
Oh, right.
I remember.
I would say this first shot, I mean, kind of beat it by 1 with its the thick hide. You're probably going to need to score like a maneuver level success to hit it like either a soft spot or near its eyes or somewhere where it's not got so much hide.
Okay.
But it's going to be stuck.
Right,
it's going to be kind of stuck in this spot.
If I spend a fortune point, I can poison this fucker right now.
Yes.
Yeah, I would do it.
Warrior of the Spider Clan. Hitting big jungly monsters with poisoned arrows is what we do.
And you could assume that you could tell that its body dropped enough into the pit. It probably more than likely hit those spikes.
Right. For D0.
Yep.
Nate's trying some fancy die rolling.
There we go. That's the modified result.
Nice. So yeah, you'd be able to get it. It's like just below its eyelid. It sticks in and it lets out an evil shriek as the rest of its body comes out of the original hole it came out of. Its tail slams into the house, completely obliterating it. So I need you to make an agility check, Nate Abunai, to see if you survive the house being blasted by a giant tail. It's going to be against a good difficulty.
Ooh.
Oh! But you only failed by 1, so you just took a minor wound for that one.
That's not bad. Thought you were going to have to spend a fortune point to survive.
I'm out.
Ooh.
I thought the last 2 making poisons.
Oh. I don't want to brag, but
yeah, I see that. Damn.
She made a
Making me hungry.
buffalo chicken. It's like a buffalo chicken. It looks like a sloppy Joe, but it's like a hot wings type chicken thing. And she got me some Trader Joe's blue cheese to go on it. And it looks like a tater tot casserole. Wow, I'm so lucky.
Damn.
Well, you know my
below the camera.
my birthday is Saturday, but I celebrate for a week, so I'm counting this as a pre-birthday. No, I'm good, thanks, man. All right, guys. So yeah, only a minor wound on that one. That you probably it's gonna take you a second. There's some debris and stuff that you have to get off of you. And we're to the next exchange. So now the creature's completely out, likely poisoned, but it's still pretty angry and still pretty alive, and it looks like it's heading towards you, Aravan.
All right. Well, I am. Let's see.
Remember the plan where we ran and waited for the poison to kill it? Seems like a great plan right now.
What's that?
Yeah.
Just putting that out there.
If the poison will kill it, that's what I'm worried about. All right, Aravan throws a length of bone underneath the creature and says a word, releasing an army of spectral hands that grasp at the creature and try to hold it still. This is a great level capture spell.
Okay. I would say just because of its sheer size, you're probably you can boost it. I'm not gonna make it take longer to boost it, but you're definitely gonna want to boost it.
Okay, I'll boost it.
Because I would say you'd need to at least match its size to get up to +4, so you'll need to get another +2 out of it.
Okay.
Okay. So it's a yes, but. So it does come up. It does hold it. It's not going to hold it for very long.
All right. I think I'm going to spend my last fortune point to hold.
Try to get to hold
it
a little bit longer.
Yep.
All right.
So that's a 6 on a great difficulty spell. Or on a great spell. 6 boost on a great spell.
All right, so let's say, like I said, its size is the main factor of it. Trying to get your spell that's normally not for jumbo jets.
Yep.
So we'll call it's going to be held down for at least 3 exchanges, possibly longer.
That's fine. That'll give us some wiggle room, which is what I was going for. So.
All right. So basically the thing gets pinned down. It looks over at Aravan. I need you to make an agility check, as it's going to spit something very vile at you.
You need me to make a what?
Agility check.
Oh, okay. As a defense, does my defensive rune give me a boost?
Yes.
On this? I am spry.
Yeah. Keep in mind, this isn't like the dragon or the little dinosaur in Jurassic Park.
No. This
is coming at you like a wall of stuff. Give me a second here. It's basically.
No, I am tuck and roll right now.
I had to let her know how much I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
And that makes it right there, the blue cheese. Oh. So it's basically an even roll at this point. And you beat it by 1. So you barely dive out of the way as this putrid, purplish liquid. Yeah, just it hits the ground, and anything that was living starts kind of curdling up and turning brown, and that's basically all it had while it's being held down. So we're to the next exchange. What is Abinai going to do?
So I haven't actually acted this exchange, which is great. This gives me time to run like hell and whistle for the horses.
Gotcha.
And I'm also going to yell to Erevan, rock and snow. We need to get on rock and snow.
Snow. Okay. Understood.
So are you guys are, where are you headed?
Running into the mountains.
Gotcha.
Yep. All right, I'm going to start following him, and I'm going to release the other. There's 2 charges. Leave.
Now, are you trying to like lead it away once it's freed up, or are you just trying to get distance between you and the creature?
No, we're trying to lead it.
Follow us.
Okay.
Kind of pissed it off.
Yeah, we did.
Kinda.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Where's my gun?
I'm kinda over 20, so. All right, so
There it is. I'm gonna try to blind it as I run past.
all right. You said you had one of those left?
I have 2 of those left. Apparently, it's a 3x. I've used 1. I have two remaining.
Do it right above the pit trap. Pull it down into the spikes and whatnot.
Oh no, this is the flare. I'm trying to blind it.
Okay.
So while it chases us, it won't be able to tell exactly where we are. Not the flare, but the sight steal.
Like he did with Ashagani.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what, on the interest of trying to keep it somewhat cinematic and believable here, the sheer size of this creature,
Yeah.
you're able to blind it,
to-
but you get one eye. So it can still see, but it has no depth perception.
Okay. Well, take what I can get.
But it'll last for a while, because basically all the energy of your flare went into just the one side of its head.
Okay.
So it's going to last longer than like it was going to with Ashagani.
Okay.
So so basically you're just trying to keep a healthy distance as this thing charges towards you guys, right?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, and you're
Trying to
basically
get to the horses now.
okay. Getting to the horses will not be a problem because the spectral hands are going to hold it in place long enough.
All right.
But about the
If
time
I
you guys
have
are
more
getting
than
on the horses, that's when you see it finally like breaks free and lets out a hiss and starts slithering its way towards you, and it's quicker than you thought.
All right. As we start running from it, I'm gonna drop a pot, and then as it gets over the pot, I'm gonna release the command. It's an oil pot of explosion.
Okay.
It has a great potency.
And you rolled. Oh, there you go. Now it's going a little slow, so bear with me here.
It's okay. Just trying to slow it down, actually.
So it does when it gets over that area, it does go off. It doesn't seem to do a lot of damage, but it does stop it for a moment, and it gives you guys a little more. Now you're at a safe distance. Like it was gaining on you a lot faster than you anticipated. That slowed it down enough, so now you guys got enough of a gap between you with the horses and the creature that you could probably maintain a pretty safe distance as it ambles towards you, because it's going to take a sec.
David is commenting on Discord.
Oh, awesome.
That the stream is running nicely.
Oh, sweet. And thanks for checking on that, Dave, and thanks for watching.
All right, I'm going to do that again if he starts to gain any ground on us. I have 3 of those.
Oh, you do? Excellent. Well, you'll have enough of a distance between you guys that if you have to stop for a minute and do that, you're okay.
Ah,
It won't catch you. But you've definitely successfully led it away from town. So how far out are you guys looking to go?
So I'm mostly just trying to buy time until the poison kicks in.
I got you.
But if we can get into the mountains properly, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Going into the mountains, gonna tell Aravan that, and also to save one of those explosive pots. I have an idea.
Okay.
So you guys are a ways from the foothills. Remember, it was like about a half day's journey. You're beating feet on horses, so it still will take you probably a couple of hours, but that's going to give a couple hours worth of time for the poison to see if it's actually affecting it. Yeah.
So it had two different types of poisons in it.
Yeah.
So it had a damaging poison and a sickness poison, right? So.
Correct.
Yep.
Hang on a second. I got to catch up to something here.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. I'm hearing a little
I
feedback.
hear an echo of the
every
music.
once in a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I like this music though. It's good for this. Feels like a chase / battle. I just want to get this stuff working, and I'm already feeling good about how well it's been streaming, how the transitions have been, and everything. I'm pretty happy with it so far. So
cool. I'm gonna suggest that you shoot it in the other.
You're gonna do what?
I'm gonna suggest Abinai shoots it in the other eye if he gets the opportunity.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I blinded its right eye. If you can, shoot it in the left.
Given a chance, I will. But first, we have to get to the mountains.
Yep.
All right, so you're basically drawing it out. It's going to take, like I said, a good hour to 2 hours, but it's definitely got a beat on you guys. Doesn't care anything about the village. So you're basically effectively leading it out into the foothills. And then what's the plan once you get it there?
I don't know. We're hoping the poison takes.
Oh, I got it.
Other plan is we drop an avalanche on it using that last explosive.
Basically stalling it, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Plus keeping his blood pumping to make that poison, work its way in.
So now that we've gotten away from the, sort of level ground and we're getting to the rocky ground, you're going to be going slower. It's probably going to be going a little faster. So I'm going to turn this into a little chase to see how long it takes if you can catch up before the poison starts actually kicking in, because we're right about that time now. So.
No, I've got one more pot to slow it down again a little bit. If I save one.
And I'm also hoping the cold doesn't do it favors. It looks snake-like.
Lizardish, yeah.
It does, but it's not scaly. It's more worm-like than lizard-like.
Okay.
Still ectotherms, still happy.
Oh yeah, yeah. And it is an alien creature too, so. And they did build their tower up in the snow. So, unless they're really bad planners.
Yeah. That was more of a long shot than the avalanche.
Yeah. So let's just go ahead.
If it starts to close the gap, I'm going to start popping my strength rune and the enchant that's actually stored in my longsword to hone its edge.
Okay.
I'm just readying my bonuses in case I have to actually try to stab the thing.
So since you guys are trying to stay together, let's just simplify things a little bit and do like a collective agility. So whatever your guys' combined...
Combined what?
Well, actually, no. That's not going to work because you guys are still on horses at this point. But you're I guess it'll substitute for a ride skill. We don't really, it doesn't come into play very often, but since you are trying to evade and you're running these horses pretty ragged, we'll just do usually we use wild survival for ride ability. Unless
I'm definitely down with using wild survival.
Otherwise, let's see.
Agility, I'm good with.
You could use your agility just as you're trying to kind of control the horse as it's being hesitant and doing that, but you still gotta do a check so we can see if the thing can catch up to you or not.
Ugh. I did not roll well.
Collectively, so I was gonna put you guys about 4 zones away from this creature.
All right.
Keeping that distance. It's gonna be because you guys are kind of moving as a group. So I was just kind of taking the average. Let's say he's closed 1 zone on you. So he's now 3 zones away. You probably need to get about 2 to 3 more rolls, and then you'll see whether the effects are going to start kicking in. I just want to see how close he's going to be when this happens.
If I use that second puck, can I slow him down?
If you use it as I would use it as a bonus towards or as a I'll use it as a penalty to his next check.
Okay. Here we go again.
All right.
Ugh.
A little better.
The 3rd terrible roll of the night.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was like my rolls yesterday.
4th terrible.
Okay, he's closed 1 more zone, so he's 2 zones away. Let's do 1 more check to see if you get any distance between them or if he closes a little bit more. And what I mean by zone means he would have to be 1 zone away to try to attack you. Oh, there you go.
Finally.
Getting a lot of zeros.
All right. So Erebin gets a sudden burst of get the fuck out of here. And he starts to separate from Abunai just a little bit. But Abunai is able to get a little bit of distance. And then you start to hear this weird, you guys both hear this weird gurgling noise.
Okay.
So obviously something is affecting the creature. It's probably the poison. Go ahead and give me agility checks quick. This thing is pretty big, so I'll add his size. Here it is. Okay. So, being that the creature is not from this world, and being that you basically filled it full of 2 kinds of poison, it had an adverse reaction.
Oh. That's not good.
It explodes. And this viscous, acidic, that crap, like the stuff that was killing the plants, just rains down all over. And you guys do your best to dive out of the way. Some of it's going to get on you. Fortunately for Erebin, he takes a serious wound. However, Amonai gets the worst of it because he's closer. And he takes a critical wound. And then you just see the sort of the hiss and smoke of the poison hitting everything, kind of filling the air and slowly dissipating. Putrid smell everywhere. I guess just let's make sure that Abunai isn't dying and make a gut check.
Ooh, not great.
Oh, shoot. All right. Well, so as Erevan, as you get hit with this stuff, it's enough to literally like knock you off your horse. Your horse falls down for a second, and as you spin around, you see how badly Abunai took it. He's on the ground and he looks messed up. He's sizzling and smoking and looks awful.
Okay.
You have some.
Right,
you got some skills, don't you?
Running over. Yep. I've got some tricks just for this.
We also have the incredible fast healing stuff from the herbalist.
Right.
Oh, right.
Which I'm going to wince and mention.
I literally have 2x salve stabilize written in my inventory.
I mean, that'd be great too.
Yes.
I think I use one of those for
stabilize them first, which will happen pretty much automatically. What's the level on it?
It doesn't say. It just says 2x of stabilize.
Just to stabilize dying. And he is dying, so that'll... Yep, so you basically... He's still messed up, but you're able to clean him up enough and get enough of it out of his system.
I just don't want him to die.
Yeah, he's not
then
going to die.
I'll start working on him. Then I'll keep working on him.
He's not going to die, but he's gonna be feeling pretty crappy till you get him back to the village and have some time to...
Right. Right. And then I'll use some of that great herbal salve on him after he's stabilized to try to heal him up a bit to get him off of death's doorstep.
Perfect. Oh, all right. Well,
I'm going to assume the horses didn't make it.
They're alive, but they're pretty messed up too. They got like patchy spots where the flesh has been like burned off, and they're jittery as hell. But you can get them back to the village. They won't die on you.
Okay, I don't need to see them.
So I just see it now. So there was a lot of noise, and when this thing exploded, I imagine there was a shock wave that they would have heard in the village. So as you guys come limping with your retagimentated horses, barely able to walk themselves.
Did we find a tooth somewhere to bring with us?
If you want to go find a tooth, you can go find a tooth.
Yeah, I just want a tooth.
But you can just imagine the scene as you guys are coming up over the hill. There's this line of villagers, and
I absolutely want a tooth. I need new and more badass spearhead.
You can use it as a sword.
Yeah, right.
I might need a smaller tooth.
He's gonna grab one of his baby teeth, in the back. So as you guys come over the hill, like this is what they see you guys kind of walking, not really. In fact, I kind of picture like Erevan, fireman leading the horses, fireman carrying Abunai. You guys still have like bits of like purple mist like steaming off you, like like when the sun first hits the dew in the morning. As you guys are heading, you just look like death warmed over. You smell like, dead worm. But as soon as the crowd sees that you're alive, there's just this huge cheer erupts. Everybody goes crazy, and they come running to your aid. And you have successfully killed a demon and exploded a giant worm.
Well done with the poison.
I actually, when I made a few little twists in the adventure, and one of the things I was going to make these things was immune to poison because they're snake-like. Right. But since that was like a favored attack, I'm like, well, hell, they're alien creatures. So maybe instead of the poison killing them, it causes like some sort of weird chemical reaction and just kaboom. I thought that would be more fun.
We certainly put a lot of it into them between the pit turnip and
the arrow and the spikes and so that was awesome. And everything kept working. So I don't think we dropped any frames. I don't know how to check that. I think the lowest I hit was 20 frames per second the one time I checked. But right now it's at 30, so I'm happy. I think definitely Discord for the video. It looks better. It's a little goofy to manage because of the way that they put them all in the same window. But I'll play around with that. It's awesome that Dave popped in because we were able to see that the YouTube chat was updating with someone watching. So I'm very excited about that.
That's cool.
My overlays looked like they were working when I was switching back and forth, like the character sheet and the GM screen and stuff. So this was a very big success for me. Obviously, you guys survived and saved the day, so it's a success for you guys. Would you guys be interested in? Not obviously this adventure is over, but what I'd like to do is try another session, another one shot. Now that I know what I'm going to use, and then if it's okay with you guys, I may occasionally like do a little game pause where I can pull something up to just explain stuff as we go, because I want to start making like tutorial videos.
Yeah.
And so if I'm thinking what I like to do is like in my tutorial videos be able to grab real world examples that I can cut to show how it actually looks in play. So might do that a couple times just to kind of, especially like a scenario with multiple combatants or some unusual situation where things slow down for us anyways because we got to figure out how to adjudicate everything. But man, this was awesome. I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream. So for all, well, I can't see how many people are watching, but we know at least one person did. So thanks again, Dave. I'm going to put it back to the title screen. I'll make it all pretty later, and I'm going to stop streaming now.
All right.